Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Don't Make Me Famous, where we talk about the road to Hollywood for Latinos as I navigate it myself. So, today we are going to talk about the holiday slowdown. We're going to go over the top 10 things on my list when it comes to the holidays and how they affect working actors. So, for starters, you're not crazy. You are not crazy. There's nothing wrong with you. It just happens, you know. You don't suck. You're gonna feel like there's things that are like happening, that everybody's getting jobs except for you during the season. If you're only one of those people, and let me tell you something, the people that you feel like are getting all the jobs, usually you see them everywhere, they're going through the exact same thing. They're going through slowdowns. They're going through all the holiday pressure scenarios that you're going through, that I'm going through. Everybody's going through it. So so just get that out of your head. It affects known and unknown actors alike. It rains on the just and the unjust, so to speak. So get that out of your head. Also, casting, right? Casting, and other aspects of the industry, they have families. Like they have families. They're just like everybody else. They go through like a holiday season, and like during Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's, they want to see their families too. Hollywood is not that I have like all the experience in the world of Hollywood yet, but they had, like, if you go to Hollywood during like Christmas, like December like 15th through like the middle of January, it's like a ghost town because everybody goes home. So give yourself a little bit of grace. Everybody goes through that. They all have families that they want to visit, just like you and me, and everybody that has some type of family dynamic. So give yourself a little grace. It's not just you. So what do you do during this slow period? All right. Super good question is that we all have to ask ourselves. Do I beat myself up? No, man, don't do that. Honestly, the best things that you could do during this period are things like, refresh your reel. I know for a fact that there's some things that you could do to spruce up your reel, whether that's getting rid of like old stuff on your reel, things on your reel that may not translate to the actor that you are right now, because that should be ever changing and evolving. Those are definitely things that you want to kind of like trim the fat on a little bit. Like your commercial reel, your theatrical reel, like things like that, your voiceover reel, things like that are like, they should always be kind of kept up. So do that. That's a huge thing that you could do. And I say this, for myself included. Clean up your resume. Same thing with your resume. Like your resume should mirror your reel to a degree. Spruce it up, clean it up, trim the fat, things that don't translate to the kind of actor you want to be right now, and in the near future. Because remember, you're showing that this is what you've done, so that you can hopefully get something in that realm that kind of pushes you further, either in the same line or maybe towards something, better is a way to say it, but not necessarily better, but, through some type of growth, of course. So, so do that, clean up your resume. I'm sure there's a bunch of crap on there that that you might want to reword. You might want to get rid of some stuff, add stuff on, like that's another thing. We get so busy, hopefully, and, we forget that, oh man, I did do that. Let me add that to my resume. Let me add that to my reel. So those are definitely housekeeping things that you can do during this slow period. Um, Network with other actors that may be going through the same thing that you're going through, because they are. As much as they want to make the Instagram and the Twitters and all the social media pages look real presentable and marketable and and all that shit, they're going through the same thing. So they're going through it. So but nobody, not nobody, but there's a lot of actors out there that they might not know how to reach out to other actors for support. Because they might not want to inconvenience somebody or feel like they are, or they sometimes just don't know how to interact with, their peers. So if you're one of those people who don't mind and, and want to reach out to their fellow actors and, definitely do so. I guarantee you that there's somebody that will appreciate it, even if they don't say it outright. And it's a really good time also to see what other people may be working on. You never know what somebody's working on, or what somebody knows that somebody else is working on. Oh, hey, you know what? I'm glad you called. I'm glad you texted, because there's like a buddy of mine, or I'm doing something, or I heard you're doing something, and they might want to collaborate with you and like make something happen. You never know. Just to assume that the ins and outs of what somebody else is doing based on like social media or like that. That's not Although those are also things that you can kind of like take a look at and see. Oh, hey, look, I just wanted to talk to you. I like network with people. Because you want to be networked with, other people want to be networked with as well. They want to be reached out to as well, just like you do. So sometimes you got to take the first step. The next thing is get ready for the New Year's as best you can, by doing all these same things. Get, and I say this with kindness, try to work on your physical fitness, if you want to be a more, and again, I say this for myself as well, because it's a constant battle for me, believe me. Try to get in better shape, whatever that means for you. You don't have to be an athlete, just getting some type of improvement so that you feel better, you're more confident, things like that. There's a lot of ways that you can interpret that for yourself. Not everybody wants to be Mr. Universe. Not everybody wants to be Captain America. Some people want to gain weight. Some people want to lose weight. Some people want to kind of just clean some stuff up, make their skin look a little better, work on their appearance, and they can maybe work on what they might like think that they want to like try out for, like a hairstyle, a new wardrobe change, something that changes their appearance and kind of changes their marketability, or how they feel when they're putting themselves out for self-tapes and auditions and callbacks. So it's all it's all good. It's all in the air. It's all possible. And finally, man, oh my God, I cannot stress this enough. Live life. Have experiences, man. Like, you are not good to anybody, much less yourself, if you are just waiting for the fucking phone to ring or the email to come through. Like, you have to have experiences, like we funnel the roles that we want to embody through our experiences, through our lens, our filter of life, the things that we go through day to day, the bad, the good, the ugly, the beautiful, all of it flavors and filters what kind of representation we show for every type of project that we hopefully get, whether it's by something we write, something you help produce, something you're in any way a part of, it flavors it. So live life, man. Like, get in there, have experiences, like, you're going to be a different actor if you do this for the better. You're always going to have something to add to that, and you'll be able to pull from your experiences, which is what makes you a better actor. Hopefully, it's never going to be a bad thing to get this type of life experience. So with that, those are my I didn't number them, but who cares? This is my thing. Those are my like top 10 things that I feel like we all should work on for this holiday slowdown, myself included. So as always, Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening, and to keep pursuing the stream.